Cleveland. Oh, so that one, it's actually in South Bend. I literally just got off the phone with the realtor. The tenant's been there for 10 years.
Oh wow.
And they're paying $975 a month.
Okay.
The investor's not in a rush to sell. Like, he's like, if it sells, cool. If not, whatever type of thing. And he is out of the country. So
okay,
that's kind of the situation. So I just wanted to put an offer in.
I would put an offer and run away. Again, like our biggest thing that we want to do is solve problems. Okay. These guys don't have a problem because it cash flows for them, but
Exactly.
it won't cash flow for us. We lose $155 a month on a regular loan at his asking price. So we have to come in.
And I explained that to her, like, I'd have to come in significantly lower to make
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, even to get any kind of to get a cash flow close to 300, you'd have to offer 50,000.
Yeah.
So do it, offer it, and move on.
100%.
That's my advice for that one. And again, even if a deal is not great, it's great for you to have an offer in when they do get desperate.
And they haven't even gotten it. They've never had an offer. It's gotten like 200 views on Zillow. They haven't had an offer put in yet, period.
Yeah. So yeah, be the first and then but move on. It's the same thing as the girl yesterday. I'll check in with her today, but we offered 25 grand and it was an $85,000 place.
Mm-hmm.
But she also said, hey, let me give it to I'm gonna give it to the sellers. And so it's one of those things where, especially in that one, that it's just people who inherited it. And so do you want to have the problem of trying to sell the house, or do you want 25 grand? Is kind of the way we're looking at it. It has very little to do with how much it's worth at that point. Okay, let's see. I'm pulling the second one. All right, 128 days. What are they saying on this one?
It's been listed since May.
Okay.
The guys actually he renovated it and is currently living in it.
Okay.
And he just from what the realtor told me, he sounds delusional.
Okay. Well, that's kind of the case a lot of the times. What are you getting the rents? Any idea what the rents might be? I'm saying 1,000.
I asked her. I mean, I know that with it being a 3-bed, 2-bed, I can rent out for more. But Rita was telling me one number, but I mean, she said like 900, and I was like, all right, I'll use that as my shooting ammo.
Okay. And that's horrible.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, these are horrible unless we can do a seller financing. But we have to have an issue to get that seller financing going. So you'd lose $470 at their asking price.
Exactly.
So
I came in at like, what did I come in at? 80? I came in at 80.
Yeah, you lose money at 80 too. Did you do your numbers?
I was figuring the rents would be more because he'd be out of there, and then we could raise the rent.
Well, of course, but I mean, the rent is going to be what if you're getting 1,100, this is not a good one either. I would again come in, offer 50, just say it's the only way it cash flows at 900 a month. It's all I can do. And that's even low for what you'd want, 228. So offer it and move on. It's just one of those things where it's not great. Again, I mean, I repeat myself consistently. It's about finding a problem. It's not about finding a property.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so you're doing everything right. It's just going to take a minute to find one that's got a problem. And so one thing I've noticed is, and I think I need to start doing it, is advertising and just putting out mailers or whatever. And then people with problems come to you instead of you searching for them. Let's check out your third one.
Okay, this was actually pretty nice. This was actually not bad.
Okay.
So the the tenant's bringing in $1,400 a month. They just signed a new lease recently. This is in Anderson, Indiana. It's listed at 95,000 and
Okay.
66. I offered 66.
You offered 66. What do you think the possibilities are?
So it's been sitting for 83 days. She basically said herself, like, I'm gonna try to dig into his pain. She basically said she's gonna dig into his pain and see if we can get it done.
Awesome. Well, that's who you want. That's the type of realtor you want. Okay, so and you said that they've signed a lease at 1,400.
It's currently bringing in 1,400 new lease. You're on.
They don't want to leave. 95. Let's do it at 95 and see what they are at. The only reason I do their oh, really? Excuse me. At 9,500, it cash flows deliciously. Yeah. So I would definitely go after it for, in the 60s, 65 to start off with. When that means it'll be a $500 a month and 46.17% cash on cash.
Yeah.
It needs nothing, right?
I was like, I don't know why this deal is not gone, but let me
Wow.
get that.
Yeah, get it under contract as quickly as you can. That's a sweet. Okay, where are we? We're in Indiana. So I mean, I don't think you're even in crime area. What is it? Crime Stoppers, Crime Watch, Crime.
Hot crime is the one that I use.
What is it?
Hot crime.
Hot
crime.
Everybody's saying "Pah," and I don't understand what the first part is.
Spot crime.
Stop?
Spot.
Spot. Okay. You guys are both telling me, and it's like all I heard was
sorry. I don't know what that, Maryland. I'm sorry, Maryland.
Crime. Okay, sweet. Crime. Oh, well, here's your deal.
It's Eva, Tyler.
Well, it was Eva that was battling you.
I'm sorry, Eva.
Okay, so we've got an assault, we've got an arrest, we've got 3 other things right around you. We've got theft, we got burglary, a little bit over here. I did see a couple of shootings.
We got a little bit of everything.
So that's our reason, probably. Graffiti, and there's the shooting. You had a little shooting action. So in the right within, it's not bad, but in the area, it's definitely not high. We're not talking Beverly Hills here.
So
yeah, and just lean on that. Just be like, yeah, I'm just a little nervous about security in the area. So the best I can do right now is 65. See what they say. But at 95, you're good, So,
yeah.
But again, and you're guilty of this more than anybody.
Margin, yep.
A $90,000 offer is shite because what happens is our investors go on and they're like, oh, I could get that one for 95. I mean, I could get that for 90. It's only a $5,000 difference. You need to show them like 75, 65. It's got to be substantial because with a good discount and with a good cash flow, then we're very sellable. Okay, yeah. I want you to get this one.
All right, that'll be I'll work on that. She's going to bat for me, so I was like, hey,
yeah, which is great. Having her now, it's you and her against the seller, which is perfect. And just be like, and just say, hey, I can probably do what needs to be done on this. let's get this thing sold. Where does the seller need to be at? Because 95 is not going to work. It doesn't cash flow at 95. It does cash flow at 95, but we got to be like, because they won't.
Because I'm like, I'm trying to get some cushion in there, you know. It's like I gotta make some money on this.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah, this one's interesting. This is blame everything on the crime in the area. That's all you can do. You're like, yeah, I looked at crime and crime, and it's not the best. What are we next to? Oh, geez, we're right next to a hospital, bro.
Yeah. Hey, look, we're close proximity. Hey,
close proximity. You're across the street. So when you get, at least when you get shot, you're going to get to the hospital.
Yeah.
So, okay. Oh, that's great. Oh my gosh, you're a block away from the hospital. That is so good for nursing, you know, the whole nursing deal.
I wonder who's the tenant there. I wonder if they're like, if they work at that.
Yeah, that's great. No, you're in a good position. Okay, that's a good one. I like it. That's going to be part of our 20. Let's get, we got one possible. I know we've got an 8 portfolio that we're looking at as well. So let's get it going. That's good. Excellent job.
My laptop's fixed, so we're in business.
Well, good.
So I can actually go live. If you want me to stay here and go live at noon.
You are welcome to go live anytime. I want you to people connect with you. They see your consistency. You are a gem. So yeah, you can go live anytime you want, for sure.
Well, I'll be making calls, and then I'll be here to go live for about an hour.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so at 10 o'clock, you'll take over. You good with that?
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, if you're just working and showing them what you're doing, you're good to go. You are good to go. Hey, did you by chance? We're doing a TikTok today. Hopefully, it's out today or tomorrow. Did you see Erica Kirk's speech over the weekend at the memorial? I was really taken by her because I'm the type of guy that if I go to a funeral of somebody I know, I'm not the guy looking at the casket and checking. You know, I'm not that guy. I don't need to see my friend dead. But a lot of people are comforted by going up and looking at the casket. But she shared a story of going to the hospital minutes after, like 30 minutes after.
I remember I read that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm so impressed with, like, her bravery is next level. Like, how are you that brave that she described the wound and she described the smile on his face and she describes, I mean, as personal as you can get, as private as you can get in a situation that is just been viewed by the nation and the world. Oh my goodness. But then I come to here and I've got people that don't want to come on stage and don't want to make a phone call. And I'm like, guys, you're not dealing with anything to the magnitude of what she dealt with. And she got on stage in front of the world.
Yeah.
I'm totally blown away by it. What's that?
I forgave the guy too. Like, yeah.
I mean, and I think a lot of people have a problem with that. But what I think
say
it again.
Say people have a problem with anything. At this point.
It's true, but I mean, people have a problem when people forgive somebody, and what they don't understand is the forgiving is for yourself. It's like, I'm going to let that go, and I'm going to be like, okay, I forgive him. It's not that I condone it and that I'm excited that you did it and I'm proud of you for doing it. It's not any of that. It's I'm taking it off my chest and I'm saying, you know, what's ever going to happen is going to happen. I forgive you. And it just makes me feel better about life. But man, what a what a gem she is. Unbelievable. I was blown away with the strength. But that's where I don't understand. I mean, and guys, I'm not beating you up in the audience, but I get a lot of people that are just super nervous to make phone calls, and it's the ends to the means. I mean, you've got to get the phone calls going more than any other thing that we do. I mean, I know Richard teaches analytics and get into the offer oven and get confused by all the numbers and the squares and I can't do it. I mean, it's just too much. It's just overwhelming. But if we simplify the whole thing and just say, oh, I just need to make phone calls, then you find out the reason people need to move. You're a problem solver. You can't solve a problem if you don't know what the problem is. So hopefully I can motivate everybody to get on the phone much more.
I used to be terrified getting on the phone.
I know.
Poked around in your YouTube, and like one of your first hold my hand wholesale streams, I was in there, and I remember you had me on the phone like renegotiating with the realtor, and I was nervous as hell.
It was so fun. I remember it. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and I think, I mean, the thing I did that made it the hardest was I told you had to call a realtor back that you already promised an amount to.
Yeah, exactly.
That can't be. There's nothing harder than saying, hey, I know I told you I'd pay you $1 million, but I can only give you 10. There's a sense of you really have to fall on the sword, and you really have to, you just gotta face that fear, because it's no longer a fear for you. You get on the phone all day long. You come up on stage here all the time. I'm just wondering, people in the audience, what's keeping you from getting on the phone? And if it's a situation that you guys are all getting on the phone and I'm speaking to the wrong crowd, then cool. Yeah, Jay makes a good point. It's just people talking to people. That's all there is to it. It is just people talking to people. And it's the most important part is I know Josiah is the one that we're really focused on. We're trying to get him to come up on stage. We will. I'll break through. It's going to be one of those things where it becomes uncomfortable to not get on stage. That's where I want to be with him. So
did you see? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You didn't go for it.
Did you see the Wholesale Alice's announcement about on-market properties?
Yeah.
So, yeah, like you're going for they're really going for that margin, like 65% ARV or less. Like if you're not even 70%, 65%.
Absolutely, but that's the deal, guys. I mean, and it's I really enjoyed learning from Richard and everything, but I think his success is inflated, but that's not for me to say one way or the other. I think he definitely has done some deals, but I think he also, each time he talks about a deal, it's the same deal that he already talked about. So it's not like they're not multiplying, but he does a great job. He's a brilliant kid. He's just a kid though. There's a lot of stuff that, he gets a little out of his head. I don't think he's gotten bananas lately with his, with his political views or anything like that, which is great. I mean, he's maturing a little bit and pulling it in. But everybody feels like every single deal should be $20,000, and it's just not. And I try to be as straight up with that as possible.
It's not.
Nope. But I mean, if you can get 10 of them in a week and they're $4,000, it's more than you're making at McDonald's. What is happening with yours? Anything else about title? Anybody say anything?
I had a conversation with Don yesterday, the buyer.
Okay.
And come on, brain.
Did you leave your brain somewhere else?
Yeah, I left it in the other room.
Okay.
He said that, so the real estate agent is keeping him updated, but keeping me out of the loop at this point.
Okay.
So he's keeping him up. I mean, he's keeping him updated.
Okay.
There's ownership rights. going on. So they're concerned on whether or not the guy who bought the property, the current seller, got scammed. They're concerned that he got scammed because there's
Oh,
the guy, the seller before the seller,
yeah.
keeps sending the same like trust document to them when they're requesting for it, what the title company's requesting for. So
Huh.
they're trying to get a hold of the correct document, and that's why they won't provide title insurance.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I mean that's why we go through title. It's a great, you're getting so much of an education.
Yeah, I am. And yeah, I really am.
And that's why any of these times that we feel like we're failing, if you're pulling a lesson out of it, forget about it. You're good. You know, it sucks,
Yeah.
but I mean, don't take, like, make sure, like, if you get EMD, make sure do not spend it. Like, that's simple. Like, put it in the bank. It doesn't exist until it's yours. Those kind of things are really important. Jay makes a good point. Great showmanship from Richard, but still too young to learn from. Not enough life experience. And I disagree with you. Life experience is awesome, but that kid has taken 4 years of his life and really focused on what he's doing with this. And I feel like there's always something to learn from everybody. So I think he's a sharp kid. I'll support him. I'll suggest people use his, thing. I have no problem with him at all. But yeah, when he gets a little crazy on his political views, that's the only thing that it's like a waste of time more than anything. What are some of the cities you like to target? How do you like to go about looking for prospects? Okay, well, Matt, the one way I love to look for prospects, obviously, is Wholesale Atlas. It makes life so simple because of the fact that we can just go on and we can see which homes are going to be within the 1%. Cities that, you can take. Ohio is a state that I would do. Indiana, which is what Tyrell likes. Tennessee is excellent. What you want to do is, and this is, I mean, if you're at work, I don't know if you can see my screen, but what I'll do is I'll go into lead generation, and let's just take Peoria, Arizona. I don't know anything about it. What I'll do, okay, good. What I'll do is I'll take whatever city, and what we're looking is for honey holes, and the best way to do it is you go sort by price, apply the filters, and this is Peoria, Arizona, so I'm assuming it's not going to be that great. Let's just go to the first one, 140, and it rents for $1,700. That's pretty good, but $255 renting for even the most $1,800, no bueno. $272, it's way below the 1% rule. So we want the 1% rule. We want the rents to be 1% of the purchase price. $1,800, $277. So I kind of knew that in Arizona it's a little bit more expensive, and so I find someplace else. I go back to lead gen. Now Santa Barbara, you're going to get even worse. But it's a great way to just check the area, and so you check the area, but also. And this is because of our 16-year-old Mikey. Mikey said, "Hey, why not just put it into chat and ask for the places to go?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, that makes sense." Okay, 605 rents for $4,600. If this place was $460, yeah, then it's something to look at. But even at $800,000, it's renting at $3,500. These are not cash flowing. Okay, so. Let's go to lead gen, but more importantly, let's go to chat real quick. I love chat. It gets better and better and better. It's more than just a way to search out things. Here we go. 2% rural property list is what we put in. Here's what it gave me, and I'll copy this and put it in. And I did 2%, so I was even more strict. I'll put this in the chat. You guys will have it. Am I frozen? Did I freeze?
I was saying I was frozen.
You're frozen.
No, you're not.
Okay. So there it is. You guys can download that. That's the 2% rule. But that's, I mean, I just said I wanted to be really tough and try to find something really good. Memphis, Tennessee, St. Louis, Missouri, Cleveland, Ohio, Youngstown, Ohio, Jackson, Mississippi, Shreveport, Louisiana, Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Who's been there? Nobody. Memphis, Tennessee, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Kansas City, Erie, Pennsylvania, Wichita Falls, Texas. Okay, just for fun, let's test it and see which one I said that who's ever Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Let's go to Pine Bluff and see what's going on. And so don't be afraid to use chat. I use chat for a lot of stuff. It's oh geez, that's not gonna work. I use chat for a ton of stuff. What was that one called? Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Let's see what happened. Pine Bluff. Yay, 43,000 people in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Wouldn't expect it. But we're going to see right off the bat what the rents are compared to what the purchase price. Okay, let's see what happens. Again, when you're going on Wholesale Atlas, they actually sent me a message. The search is faster today. They made some updates. But if you're the first person to go to this area, it's going to take a little bit longer. It just has to load. Okay, here we go. Undisclosed address, but it's $10,000. I mean, these are, let's see what we got. I mean, right off the bat, we can tell, who knows, this might not be totally distressed inside. 2 homes, 1 incredible investment opportunity. This product to 2 separate adjoining lots. 601 East Avenue. There's so much for the disclosed, non-disclosed address. And 209 Louisiana, located behind it. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. So I'm going to just go right into property search. Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Let's see what it does. Pine Bluff's pretty good. And I didn't really go into why it's good yet, but let me, because I got sidetracked. Okay, so it said 10,000 on that other one, but now we're seeing the inside. We're seeing a little bit more. Not a bad place. Somebody cared about this place, right? It's, I mean, it's a little bit cluttered, but it's not nasty. Okay. Okay, so a quick look, but renovated families for sports available, ready to go. Okay. So for 55,000, it rents for 1,000. Let's call it 880 a month. Okay. So let's do a quick look at what it's going to cost us if we get it for their purchase price. So 55,000. It's going to cash flow 267 at their purchase price. So anything we go below that, we're golden. One to call on, definitely one to call on. So I'm going to say that for later. But let me get back to what I was saying about the lead generation. So these two are together. So I don't know how much it is together. But if you look at this, we got 14,000 and it rents for 880. We've got 15,000 rents for $1,000. Let's go even further down. Let's go to the higher ticket items and see where they're at. But for the most part, this is really good. 58,000 rents for 1120. So the 1% rule is blown out of the water on all these. 1,100, 1,200, 900, 800, and we're at 62. This is a great area. Not a bad place to find deals. Okay, so that's what I do. I mean, I think this is their. Oh no, there's another non-disclosed. 1,300, 1,250 for an $80,000 unit. This is a nice house. 85,000. Okay, so that's where you find them. Can you share the question you made about? Yeah, it's in there. I think so. The prompt that I used was, this. I think I copied and pasted it, but I'll put it in there. Okay, super simple. With chat, your prompt is everything. Like the better you make your prompt, the better it's going to do what you want it to do. Like if we do anything with VO3, like with any kind of video, if the more you say what you want, time of day, what the actors need to look like, all that stuff, the more you prompt it, the more it's going to do what you need it to do. Okay, so that's kind of a cool, easy way to find some generate some leads for you. But yeah, Pine Bluff, Arkansas is solid. Let's go. I want to go expensive in Pine Bluff and see where we're at. So that's what I do. I look for like honey holes that are showing me, okay, $599 rents for $1,200, not good. Okay, so once we get to the higher tickets, but the $199 that rents for $1,200, not good. So once we get a little bit more expensive in this area, the rents kind of stay at the same place they were with the cheaper ones. Let's see, sort by price, black filters. It's going to change it just changed everything because I added some. But good area. I mean, I should just be calling on these and ignoring you guys completely. Anybody catch a screenshot of that prompt? I just put it in, Marvel. I put it in the, it's under what I said, like in the chat. 150, okay, 150. So when you get up a little higher in the prices, the rents kind of stay the same. And so that's what we're looking for. So we want to see where that threshold is. And it's right around here, 120 rents for 1,100. Oh no, it's still not good. We want those to rent for, yeah, for 1,200. So, but guys, look at this place. I mean, 85,000 rents for 1,170. Looks pretty clean. Let's just check it out. I mean, it's older. It's got some cracks, but inside's fine. Yeah, why wouldn't anybody want to rent this place? It needs a little bit of help, but not bad when you consider at their asking price, 85,000. I always go in here, go to cash, 85,000. Let's see what they're pulling $274 a month if they're renting this out. Hey Marvel, did you get what you need? Marvel Metro 26. The prompt that I use is right above. Help me find properties in America that I can purchase that their rents are 2% of the purchase price. I'll go anywhere in America if you can give me a honey hole, blah, blah, blah. No worries. Not a problem. Hey, and that's another thing. I'm glad you guys are at work and doing this. This should not become a full-time job for you until you've gotten like 4 deals. I don't want anybody to bail on a sure thing to start doing wholesale because it is brutal. It's not easy. It's not as easy as Richard will make it look, where it's just he's knocking down 5, 6, 7 deals a week. It's just not reality. Look at it here. This might be a duplex. Yeah, that's a good area. Well, this one's kind of hammered. Oh yeah, boy, is it ever. So, but this is one that you can come in and say, yep, I'll offer you 10 grand for that place. It's just too hammered, but that's what some people like. But I think it's like a hotel. This is weird. The 2 doors right there kind of, and there's a 3rd door. It could be a triplex. Let's see what it says here. Investor's Dream. 3,300, 3 bedrooms, 3 bath, multi-living areas, customized whether you're looking around. So, I mean, this one, you could come in and you can offer next to nothing because it needs a roof. It needs everything. This is a major, major, major repair. I would stay away from this because I don't like this kind of thing. Okay, so I give you guys a better idea of how to search for. I just got here. What are you doing with the prompts? Marco, I threw in here. I'll show it to you. And this was Mikey's idea. He's 16. He said, like, create a prompt in ChatGPT 5 And this is the prompt I used, and it spit out all these places. St. Louis, like some of these we knew, Jackson, Mississippi, Pine Bluff I'd never heard of, and that one was great. Kansas City, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri. Erie, Pennsylvania, I haven't, but Saginaw we've done a lot. So these are good ones to kind of, how do I feel about lightning leads? I haven't used it yet. The thing with leads is they're only as good as the person who called on them. So we are working on with a company, and I want to help them out really bad, but they're just not very responsive. And I had a call with another lead company this morning, and they were late to the Zoom, so I bailed on them. I want you guys, whenever you're doing anything where you're getting a service from somebody, hold them to a high standard. Don't let them push you around at all, because you're going to be paying them. But with leads, I just have not used lightning leads at all, so I have no way to tell you. But if you're getting, if you've got 3 or 4 leads that you've purchased from them and they're working and they're solid, then yes, I would be all about them. One thing I liked about the company that we're doing is they give you an audio. You can hear the audio of the cold caller calling the potential lead, and so you get to hear the motivation of the seller. And so a lot of times it's a guy saying, "Yeah, I just lost my job, and so I really need to get out of this house." So I'm all about leads as long as they're good, and so there's just too many people out there that are pawning off bad leads. In Buy Box Cartel, it's $39.99 a month. Concept looks excellent, but I don't know how to level trust. You know what? As far as Buy Box Cartel goes, I don't even know. I don't want to say bad things about Hold My Hand Wholesale ever, but for the longest time, Buy Box Cartel was giving out bad numbers because their numbers were too high. And so they were expecting us to go and pay for, try to get people to buy these leads or these the deals, and they just were like $5,000 or $10,000 below what we should have been trying to get them for. And that's why I come in and I say 50% on cash. Like, let's go 50% of the asking price, because that makes it a really good deal and that makes it sellable. Yeah, Serge and I are on the same page. Most of the time their numbers were way off, which is too bad. But that's the beauty of Wholesale Atlas, because Wholesale Atlas is solid. And even better, you get to decide in Wholesale Atlas what your settings are. You get to do whatever you want. In fact, I wanted to change one of my settings. So general, I wanted to start, I don't know how to have it always go to cash, but if I go to cash, I'm going to do, you can offer a 50%, but I'm going to offer 100%, just because that way when I go to a cash deal now, and this is just for totally for just underwriting. Now, if I go to a cash deal, here, we'll test it. Well, here, I've already got leads open. Okay, so when I go to a cash deal, it'll drop in $90,000 for me right off the bat. So that way I can see, like on a house like this, 1.5 million, I can see right away that at 1.5 million, their asking price, I'll put that up there, what it makes. And so it's a great place to start. So I know this one loses $8,000. I'm not going to touch it. How did I get here? Oh, I know it. But Dayton, let's go to Dayton. I'm setting that up 100% just to make my life a little bit easier. And that's the beauty of Wholesale Atlas, is it's very, you can set it up however you want to. So these dollar ones are not. Let's go to this one just real quick. So you'll see now, if I come down here and I go to a cash deal, it's going to offer what they're suggesting, so I can see really quickly if it cash flows or not. This cash flows a ton. which I don't know if that's really a $1,500 a month place. So I don't trust that. More 900. But at their asking price, it would cash flow. So that's kind of the deal. I don't have Atlas right now, but I want to start making calls. Can you explain what Atlas mode offers? Is it better? So what I like about Atlas mode is if you're in the market to buy duplexes and fourplexes, you can go in and your advanced filters are going to let you pick properties that are a little bit more with what you want. So days listed, let's say you want 100 days on market, and you want an 8-bedroom plus to 30 bedrooms. This way you'll be able to find fourplexes, duplexes, everything like that. So you're also going to find incredibly expensive homes that are beautiful. But if you go in and you go priced low to high and apply the filters, then you'll see the places that are, are kind of like this. So this is going low to high. We started at 90. So I've called on a couple of these. But I mean, duplex for 159, if the rents are 1,500 per unit, this is an 8-bedroom. So usually that means 4. So it means and I go by bathrooms usually. So that's a 2-1. Those are 4 2-1s. And so you can look at it. So that's what makes it easy to call. So now we know at 159, even if the rent estimate's 1,500, let's see. So, oops, we're not in cash. Sorry about that. Then you can kind of tell what's going on right away. They're at 118. They're losing 118 a month. But I'm sure since this is probably times 4, let's just call it 1,000 a month per unit. So 4,000 for the place. Now you're gonna cash flow huge. This is a good one to call on. This all depends on how much it's going to cost to repair it. And so even Rita's saying 1,900, and that's potentially per unit, potentially, but you have to call on it to find out. So Marco, you said you want to call. The key is just find these things and call, and then find out. You know what I'm saying? Old Hungarian Catholic schoolhouse. See, this kind of stuff, I would dream to do these things because you can turn this into anything you want, which is so cool. Not a whole lot of pictures, but kind of a cool idea. Okay. All right. Brand new to looking into this. Do you use the strategy of finding properties where the seller isn't standing to make very much, just trying to get out of the mortgage? Yes, I do. That's called sub 2, or I call it mortgage, either a mortgage takeover or trust acquisition. And then set up a trust that they put in the property and buy it off of them. Yes, I do that. I've done that, and I'm a big fan of it. I've watched a few of Richard's videos, and I like the idea of doing it this way. Although I don't agree with a lot of what he does. Just wanted your thoughts on the strategy, specifically looking to the homes with a low to no equity. Okay. Yeah, big fan of that. I bought 2, and people that have watched me before have seen my properties. This is what you can do, and I think this is probably top of the heap. One of them I bought from Richard, and this is the other. Bought this for $10,000 down, took over their mortgage, and it's in Wolfforth, Texas, and it's stellar. Beautiful home. And this was for $10,000 down because the guy just couldn't handle his payments each month anymore. And he was thrilled. We're still friends. I mean, I talk to him all the time. There's sometimes he'll go over and check things for me over at the house. Really good guy. I don't like doing things where it's negative or, somebody's losing out. He was super, super happy to get out of it and be able to move on and get on with his life. So perfect home, awesome deal. So yes, go after those all day long. Now, if you don't have Atlas, Jared, Atlas will help you with these all day long. So in Atlas mode, which somebody was asking about, you can go to advanced filters, but you can do everything by subject to as well. And so you can do your price range from 0 to, that's fine. I like to do high numbers of days listed. And then equity, I want their equity to be 0 to, I like it when it's about 18%. So if it's a $100,000 home, they've got about $18,000 in equity, okay? It's just a sweet spot because what I do is I don't offer anything. The other important thing is 0, and I want to keep this interest rate low. I want to be at 3%. So it's a very specific, we're looking for a very specific property once we do this. Everything else doesn't really matter. Now we're searching the entire nation this way. So I'm going to go low to high, apply the filters. Let's see what's out there. Okay, so here you got somebody 530, their equity is 12%, their rate's 2.79, okay? And so with Atlas mode, it laid one that's brilliant right in front of my face. And so this is one to call. In fact, if you want this one, Marco, is it Marco? No, Jared. Jared, I'm gonna send this right over to you. So you said you wanted to call. This is a great way to call. This will be in your DMs. Don't anybody else take this because let's give him a chance to figure this out. Okay, and there it is. So I want you to call on that and call immediately. I'll add you as a friend as well. Call immediately on this because we don't know what their deal is. Okay, we do know that they have a mortgage of 143. Oh man, it's doing it again. So they owe a ton. I don't know if this is true. I'm going to send this. Sorry, guys. Let me just send this over to the guys at Wholesale Atlas because that is not, these numbers don't make sense. Stand by just 1 second. I help these guys out when I see something that's squirrely because it is, I mean, it's just programming. They're just trying to. Oops, wrong one. Hang on, I just need to forward this over to Alex. Sorry, guys, just 1 second. Sorry, it didn't work. Let me send this over to them again. Sorry, guys, just 1 second. And I don't know if you guys can see what the problem is. The problem is that they're saying their mortgage, I mean, their loan amount is 3, but the balance is 416.61, which is not, that ain't true. So something's getting screwed up on the data. All right. So, but yeah, definitely call on that one and find out what's going on. Another way to figure out what's going on with this, we got 2 other ways. So one thing we've got is RETA, which is Real Estate Deal Analyzer. And if you're just starting off, it's a great way to go too. It shows you what the rents are. It allows you to capture the property into a CRM. And so I just screwed that up. Hang on. Dang it. Where is that one? That's it. So you capture the property, take it over here and save the property. And then you can look for it in your own CRM, which is kind of nice. So that's one way of doing it. And then I'll show you, we'll look at PropStream real quick and see what the, so see it saves it here. And so now you and your whole team, they've upgraded into a team thing. But let's check PropStream and see what the actual, because maybe that's where they're getting the bad data from. We don't know. So let's check it out real quick. And we'll see if that Jackson property comes up. Check the details. Okay, so it says 2 open mortgages. Okay, do you see the estimated balance is $9 million? It's because, oh, nope, it's just because we got bad information, it looks like. So what, oh yeah, it's not showing us anything. Okay, what can happen here sometimes is people have a ton of properties and that's just one of their properties. So this could be a hedge fund. Let's see, let's check out the property details. Billy Jack, no, maybe not. I don't know. This one's weird. So there's a lot of bad information here. And just being able to find bad information is kind of cool too. So I'm going to let these guys know that it's probably not their fault. Okay. Okay, so you're going to have to make a phone call on that one, 100%. That's going to make your life 10 times easier. You'll find out exactly what's going on. So you won't be able to go into this one assuming anything. You got to get it all from them. All right, Jared, check that out and see what you think. Marco says, Trent. What's Trent's Discord? Oh, I can't read it. I'm sorry. Use promo code Trent. Oh, the discount code. Yeah. So yeah, just use, okay, there we go. Sorry. I was like, what's going on? Yeah, Jerry, check it out. I mean, you guys are going to love it. How does the realtor get paid on this offering? Just taking it offer. Just taking an offer. So Phillips, I think you're talking about, you know what? Do me a favor. Come up on stage. Are you at work? If you're at work, I understand. But let's talk about it because, oh, good. How are you,
Hi,
sir?
guys. How are you? I'm good.
Good. So you're asking how the realtor gets money on a trust acquisition?
On this particular deal, I know usually like if you're doing something that you have to put down a down payment, they get paid from the down payment. But this one, you say you could just take over.
Right. So they are still owed. See, when it's 530, they're still owed their 3 or 6%. So 530, let's call it times 3%. Let's say that they're normal. They're still owed $16,000. So two things that can happen here. If the people are upside down enough, I like to come in and tell the realtor, hey, how about I pay you $500 to just walk away from this deal? These guys aren't going to make any money. Nobody's really making any money on this. We're going to help them out by taking over the property. And so will you do that? I have had, it was around Christmas time, a family that was going to lose their house. I took over the loan. I paid the realtor $1. And the realtor was super cool. He's like, hey, I just want to make sure they're represented. So I'll just charge you $1. I'm like, okay, that's super fair. So that's where the realtor gets paid. So it depends on the realtor, really, because they're still contractually they can ask for $16,000, and so that's going to be up to the seller to do. In situations where they're upside down and they're losing their house, it's kind of one of those things where a realtor just has to say, okay, on this one I'm kind of eating it. I'm not going to get my full amount. But in a trust acquisition where they have 30%, potentially the down payment, we can give them a down payment. I don't usually like to. It's not the way I want to do things. But we can give a down payment to the seller, and the seller can then use that down payment to pay the realtor. Make sense? I'm going to close some of these down just because I'm getting overwhelmed already. Did that make sense? Phillips?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. What's up?
Okay.
Did that make sense to you?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you. I was speaking. I didn't know I was muted. Yeah.
No worries. Whatever you said, I'm sure was brilliant.
Yeah. Thank you.
All
So,
right, bro. Take it easy. All right.
also, I was going to ask. So,
Yeah.
how did you go about it quickly in regards to like renting? Because let's say someone that's new is trying to do this, and they have to pay the mortgage. Also, I don't think someone new would be able to quickly pay the mortgage and also put someone there.
Right. Usually you get a month that you're kind of, you have to pay them the rent, you know. Sometimes that happens. You want to get it rented as quickly as possible.
As quickly as possible. Okay. Okay. And do you like say like example of your Texas deal? You're not you have to get like a boots on the ground, or how did you go about the rentals over there?
So what I've done is I find a management company that handles it for me. And so I'll call the
Okay.
management company. The management company usually charges 1 month rent to get
Yeah.
somebody in there. And so I'm losing that 1 month either way, because it's going to cost me a month's rent.
Okay. So you use like the down payment to cover the mortgage and stuff.
Yeah. Well, the down payment's coming from me as a buyer, so I'm paying that down payment. So it's really
Like
something
the-
where you have to have a little bit of money to do this. Definitely.
Exactly.
A lot
Okay.
of people will say you don't, and it's not true, because you're going to have to pay. You're going to have to pay, and especially if it doesn't rent, you're going to have to save it, you know, and pay for it each month.
Okay. Exactly. Thank you.
All right.
Mhm.
All right, bro. Take it easy.
Yes.
Okay, and who was asking? Pierce, what if the buyer is fine with paying the realtor's commission? That's excellent. Yeah, we're a big fan of that. If they're willing to do it, then great. Let them pay it for sure. Okay. All right. Should we call on some places? I mean, I want to always. Oh, I got it over here. Sorry. I always want to show you guys how easy it is to make these phone calls. Sorry, I got a puppy under my desk and a bunch of cords. Stand by just one second. Okay. So please, I have a deal in Ohio. Oh yeah. Well, come back up. Where'd you go, mister? Yeah, let's check out your Ohio deal. Hi, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, what's the address? Let's put it in.
It's 1623 Brian Moore. Let me send it to you on Discord. I'm not sure. Are you Merlin or no? You're not Merlin. Sorry, I'm not seeing
I
you.
can be Maryland. I'm Trent.
Okay, I see you. I see. Okay, I just sent it to you on Discord.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Let's see.
So it's under contract for 24,000. It's one of
Okay.
my partner's deals. Yes.
Let's see. Come on. Is that everything spelled right there?
Yes.
I don't know why it doesn't want to come up.
Hold on, let me check.
East
Oh.
Cleveland. Okay, so just a warning about East Cleveland. It's not a friendly area.
Mhm.
So that can be. We'll go to Spot Crime and see real quick with that address. Let's check it out. So you've got it under contract at 29,000.
24.
24. Okay, and then what is how much does it need some work?
It does need some work. Yes.
Okay, I had a feeling. How
Let me
much do you think
let me
you'd have to
send
put
you.
into it?
Around 50,000, I think.
Okay, So
me
the way
check it.
the way we can figure it out, there's 3 levels. There's like cosmetic, just needs some help. There's okay, so I'm confused.
It's in between cosmetic.
Okay.
Yes. It's not bad, but
Okay.
it's not also. I just sent you the Dropbox of the pictures.
So here's one problem I have. Okay, it sold October 24 for 12,000. Okay.
Yeah.
So as an investor, when I search it, it tells me $12,000. Okay. So
That's
right
right.
away, as an investor, I'm like, why do I want to pay 30 for this place that is, or 24 that for one that is 12? It says 12,000. Okay, purely that's just the mindset of an investor. Okay,
That's correct.
let's check spot crime real quick. I just want to see how this neighborhood is. It's a good way to just kind of okay. The more of these things you see, the more busy. So right near it, not too far away, we're seeing 3 shootings. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. So just something to know that's probably why it's a little cheaper. A lot of times not super desirable to a buyer. Okay, because you got shootings here and here and here, so you're kind of surrounded on 3 sides by crime plus assaults, and these are what this one's not jaywalking. What is it? Theft and arrest. So just so you know,
I see.
but you've got a Dropbox. Is that with new pictures?
Yes.
Okay. So the other thing I like to do is just do a quick drive in the neighborhood on Google Maps. So let's see what we're looking at. So you're at 24,000 with 50,000 in repairs. So now we're talking, right around what 75,000 total. Okay. So let's just take a look around. Okay, so the houses are all pretty much the same in this area, yeah? It looks like that's kind of what you're looking at. This is yours.
Yes.
And it's it's not a duplex, right? It's just single family. Because
It seems like it's about 2.
oh wait, no, it could be a duplex. Yeah, there's 2
Yes,
doors.
it's a duplex. Yes.
Okay.
It's two bedroom, one bath each.
Okay, that helps a little bit because now it's back out of these real quick. Sorry, let me just get rid of all these. Okay, so this is ours, right? Yeah. Okay, so my biggest problem is this 12,000. I mean, I know that's what it's sold for. So now the other thing we need to double check on is what's everything going for in the area. So this is like a quick comps. This isn't super relevant, but it helps a lot just to get an idea of what the area is like. Okay, and so now we're talking. Sorry, let me just get on satellite. Okay, so here's going to be all the prices in the area. So right next door is 117. On the other side is 35, which is pretty close to yours. 40 and one sold for 20. Let's just look at this one real quick. So this one sold for 20. And it probably looks about the same condition yours is in, yeah? We don't know what's going inside. So in general, and I'm sorry, but yours is not a deal. At 24,000 unrenovated, it's just not going to be something that, and especially in East Cleveland, it's not something that anybody's going to be like, oh, goody, I can't wait to buy this place. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
It's kind of what the prices are in that area. So I would
Okay.
move on.
Okay, thank you. I was looking at it. Maybe it has like the comparables was around 130 for the sold one was what I was thinking, and like if that price put in it, but then with the crime, actually it makes more sense why
The crime kills
anything's
it.
actually selling below 30,000. Definitely that area, that's something to be aware of.
Yeah, and this kind of kills you too. Just the fact that they paid 12, they did nothing with it, and they think it's worth 24.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes. Yeah.
please. Okay, but I mean, yeah, I mean, just looking at it is cool, but there's so many other factors as far as, especially neighborhood. That's a big one. That's
Makes
a big
sense.
one. Okay.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Let's do something real quick. Let's find you something that is good. So if you're in Cleveland, let's search Cleveland real quick. Let's do a lead gen with Cleveland. Where do you live? Are you in that area?
No, I'm in New York.
You're in New York. Okay.
Yes.
So let's go to Cleveland. And let's just take a quick look around at what would be good.
Okay.
Okay. So sort by price. I go low to high by price. And then I usually go one page down just because it's going to be a little bit, all the first ones are all going to be fix and flips. And usually I'm not looking for a fix and flip. I'm looking for something a little nicer. So let's go page 2 and just start checking out and seeing what we got. Ohio's a great area. Okay, so right away, I mean, this is the first one we're looking at. Kind of the same idea as yours, the one that you were looking at. It's 5 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2,000 square feet. The rents are 1,100, and they're asking 45 for it. So again, probably a fixer, but let's double check and see if it's not in. Oh, well, is it East Cleveland again? Dang it! Hold on, let's double check. I was trying to get a better location. I might still be in the same area. Stand by. Sorry. Yeah, never mind. Same problem. But that's good. We know right away. So let's go. Anything that has east in it seems to be no bueno in Cleveland. Let's find something else that's in your east. Not good. Shoot. Okay, wait. Let's see. I'm gonna check this. This says east again too. Shoot. Let's just check it real quick. Oh, we're right back in that same neighborhood. Okay. Well, I'm striking out here. Let's go a little bit more expensive. Get out of East Cleveland. Okay, we're in the 60s, 65. East. We don't want east. East. We don't want east. Oh, geez. Maybe Cleveland's not for us. East, east, east. Shoot. Okay, I'm taking you out of Cleveland. Let's go to Akron or Dayton. Dayton, Ohio is a little bit more friendly. Let's see. Sort by price, low to high, and we'll go down a little bit. Yeah, there's some really nice places in Ohio, so don't discount Ohio because of Cleveland. Columbus is a little bit higher brow than Cleveland too. Okay, so here we go. 62. Let's take a look at this one. 62,000. The rents are 8,800. 800. Let's call it 900 a month. Okay, so they've made a little bit of effort to fix this one up. This one needs a little bit of spit polish, but at 62,000 is what they're asking for. If we do a cash at 62,000, we're going to cash flow positive about $200. Okay, the reason this is red is because I have it set up in mine to anything under $200 shows red. That doesn't mean it's negative. If it's in parentheses, that's negative. Okay. So on this one, if you can come in and get this cheaper than the 62 they're asking, now you got potential.
What would you offer, Ryan?
I always go half. So let's go 30,000 to start with. Okay. Now we can cash flow 416 if they say yes. This one is 2-bedroom, bath, eating, kitchen, sold as is. So they know it needs work. And so what I would come in and just talk to them and find out why they're leaving, what's going on. Could have been a family member died and this was left to them. And just say, yeah, it's going to need about $25,000, $30,000 worth of work. And the way I figure that, and it's a great way to tell them, is I take the square footage, let's call that 1,000 square feet, and I multiply it by either 25 for low amount of work, $50 for a medium size, and then for a really important one, like really messed up, 75. So if I said this was just, let's just call it, it needs like 25 per square foot. That's an extra $25,000. Okay. And so with their price, we're now saying, well, this is really 87,000 for me. And so for me to make it close to your price, I'm gonna need to offer $30,000 because of the amount of work it needs, and see what they say. Some people will be like, wow, we haven't had any offers at all, so this is great. They might be into it. You never know, but I want you to start low so you can inch up slowly. So if they say no, we can't go lower than 50, then you come up a little bit. You say, okay, well, I could go 35. Okay, but you want to keep an eye on this and make sure as you're going up that you're still cash flowing positive. I never want to be lower. Sellable wise, if it's lower than 300 a month, then your cash and cash is not as attractive to anybody. So if you go to 35, that's fine, and that's where we want to be. We want to just kind of stair step up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
So yeah, here, I'll send that one to you. I'll send that over. It'll be in your DMs. Yeah, give that a call. And just more than anything, your first phone call, I want you to find out what's going on with the property. Just, hey, why are these guys selling? Don't worry about making any kind of offer on your first phone call. Okay? And the reason we do that is twofold. I don't want you to get nervous and be like, I don't know what to offer, and sound silly. But also you get credibility when you call back, because then they're like, oh, wow, this guy really took his time and figured out a reason to offer the 30,000 that you're going to offer.
Okay.
So you get credibility, and that's most important.
Okay.
All right.
Yes,
okay, but let me know what happens.
So much. No problem.
Sure. Okay, take it easy.
All right.
All right. Okay, checking chat here. There's no free trial for Wholesale Atlas anymore, but you do get 25% off. Jerry, I think you're going to be happy with it. I need help with the LOI for seller out on that VA takeover we talked about the other day. Not sure how to word it. Okay, so you know what I like to do? First of all, we can help you with an LOI, no problem, if you want to JV with us. Let me check the deal again and make sure it's a solid deal. And to the top, just beat me to it. Yeah, ask ChatGTP. If you go in and you say with chat, which I love so much, all you have to do with chat is say, I don't know what the numbers are, but I'm going to make some up. Go to a new chat, and I've got, let's just go to that, and just verbalize everything. Hey, I need to do an LOI for a property that I'm buying in East Cleveland. I want to offer $20,000. I know it needs about $60,000 in repairs, so I'd like to put together an LOI that looks official. Can you do that for me? That's it. And watch what happens. Not only will it put it together, it will also ask you if you wanted a PDF form. So here it comes. This should be your best friend. I don't know why we don't use it for everything. Okay, there it is. Letter of intent for East Cleveland. I'll open this up so you can see what it looks like. So it gives it to you as a PDF. So it's easy enough to send. And then you just put it in. Boom, letter of intent. There it is. Trent Kamerman buyer. I didn't even say my name. It knows me. Okay. Repairs. Buyer acknowledges the, I don't know if let me make it bigger. Yeah, none of this stuff is hard until we make it hard, you know? So, well, shoot. Open it up. Yeah, it can still be a trust deal even though it's a VA loan. There you go. So letter of intent, and then you can make this whatever you want to. If you want to center this, go for it. Just center it. You can center the whole thing if you want to, like this whole first part. Just make it look a little bit better. Oops, maybe not. But that throws out, and you get to decide. A letter of intent is just that. It's a letter of your intentions. It's not a letter of guaranteed I'm doing this for sure. It's just a letter that says, here's what I'm intending to do. And so they just have it, and they can go back to it and say, well, I thought you said this. I'm not sure if it's a trust deal or what because of the being a VA loan. Put that in the chat, please. I'm old. How old are you, Pierce? You're not that old. Okay, but you're going to, mine's fake. I just made that up. So you got to put yours in too. 47 is not old. Jeez Louise, wait till you're 60. This one's just fake. I didn't. So if you have chat, get chat regardless. You should have it. My kids, yeah, well, and get your kids to help you with chat. That's probably your best bet. Yeah, so you need to put it in, and you've got to verbalize what it is what your intention is on the VA loan. And we have a lot of times people need help understanding the difference between a trust and a sub two, and so we put together a little thing that Marilyn will throw in there for you. But yeah, just put it in your chat and just verbalize what exactly you're offering. Hey, we're going to take over your loan. We're not going to give you anything down, you know, and then it will translate it for you. So he's walking away. Like, what? Who's walking away? Pierce. Oh, he said that he wants to wait. The seller's walking away. And there's a template too. Oh, in that short of a time, he's done. He doesn't want to do it. Okay, I will. Eric, I'll be right with you. Let's do Pierce real quick. So what's going on, Mr. Old Guy?
Give me a second. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Do you have a camera?
Yeah, give me a moment.
There we go. There we go. Oh, wow, you really are old. Shoot.
I told you.
Sorry about that.
Do you remember that, what we were talking about the other day?
I'm so old that I don't remember. So
it was a VA1, 2, he had about 20,000 in equity, which he's not worried about. The interest rate was about 6.3, which isn't spectacular. But he's not expecting to make anything at all. He's trying to move. Yep. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to send him. I'm willing to VA with you. If you can teach me, I'm willing to do this. I just don't know if it's where you told me last time it was thin.
Yeah, it is really thin, but we can still go after it. It's just the whole point is it's got to be sellable.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you're going to walk in and you're going to tell a buyer, hey, I've got something that's got about $10,000 in equity, because $10,000 is going to be eaten up by closing costs in the trust acquisition process.
Right. Closing costs I saw on that one because it's like 447 is about $8,500 in closing costs.
Right. So right there, now you're down to 12,000 or 11,500.
So you got a house that's worth $450,000, and
what's
you're getting
what's the price per month?
For what, the loan?
Yeah.
Give me a second.
And do you have a did you end up getting a mortgage statement too?
No, but I can.
Okay, yeah, we need that as proof of what they're saying. Make sure it's real, because sometimes that comes out. I've got one that I'm working on, and they're like, "Oh, and I've got $9,000 in HOA fee."
Right. Yeah, I've dealt with that. I dealt with that on my last one. Yeah, it's looking like 2588.
Okay, so that's and where are you? Is it a border
I'm in
state by
Spring.
any chance? Where?
Spring, Texas.
Oh, good. So is that close to? I mean, anywhere's close to Mexico in Texas. So what's great is I mean, we're looking for a buyer that is not able to qualify for a loan. And
Sure.
so what ends up happening is we do what's called a lease option. And we get a buyer in there and we charge them $3,500 a month. And since they can't qualify, so that's where it's attractive.
Comps in the area about 38, 39.
38, 30.
Yeah, Spring is a good area. Spring's a nice area.
Okay. So
I got a couple houses in Spring.
Oh, you already do?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, then this would be the type that you can definitely get a I mean, the lease to buy is where you want to go on that. Okay, hard to do. It's not a slam dunk by any stretch. So right now
that's a rent to own type thing.
Yeah, it's lease to own. So it's a situation where they put a down payment of like 25 grand. So then they are exercising. They can exercise the option in 3 years if they want to buy it. Mm-hmm. And so part of their rents will go towards ownership. So that's
is this a good thing for like, I see a lot of investors and stuff like that. They get this stuff under like, all right, I got a 6.3 interest rate, but I'm going to charge the new guy like 9% or 10% or something.
Exactly.
Like
Yep. And that's kind of what's going on.
Are investors looking for that?
The ones that know it and understand it and love it, yeah. Do we have any? I don't think we've got anybody, because I've got one that I'm trying to do it in San Antonio, and it's been hard. And so I don't want to tell you that it's an easy slam dunk kind of a thing.
Right.
We do a lot of advertising for it. We get a lot of calls, but the problem is most people don't understand it. And so the education is the hard part. So you can definitely get this under contract. It's going to be tough to sell.
I might have a few, now that I'm starting to think about it. I might have a couple buyers.
So if you can land a buyer first, all day long, and you can, show them the deal. Just say, here's what we're doing. I'm going to charge you $3,000 for my part in this. Here's the deal, and let them just be the buyer. You don't even have to get it under contract if you can trust your buyer.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you show them everything and they go around you. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to trust them.
So for something like this, the realtor asked me to send her the numbers that she can present something to the seller. I'm just not really sure exactly what to present.
No problem. The numbers are we're going to come in. The trust, and Marilyn, if you can put that trust versus sub 2 template or thing in the chat.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's just they put it in the trust.
What happens, and it's really important the way it's worded, is the seller creates a trust that will help them create, and they put their home in their trust.
That's a land trust too, right?
I think it's semantics. But it's a trust, and so anything you own should be in a trust. Absolutely. So if you've got other houses, like, it's the same kind of a thing. So the seller puts their home into a trust, and the trust is usually, let's call it the address. So the 724 Main Street address trust. At which point we come in and we buy 90% of the trust. So all we're doing is we're purchasing the trust. Because a lot of people say, oh, there's a trust, and then you own 90%, they own 10%. But the semantics of saying they put it in a trust and you buy part of the trust from them allows them to hang on to 10% of the trust. And that 10% allows them to keep the mortgage on the house. Okay. So what we're saying in this situation is, hey, we're going to come in, we're going to take over your mortgage. We're going to take on the responsibility of everything. We're basically going to own the house by buying the trust, 90% of the trust. We're going to let you hang on to 10% because you have to keep the mortgage in place.
And then
now,
the mortgage stays in their name.
The mortgage stays in their name. The problem comes when they go bankrupt. Okay. So that can be screwy.
Who's that, the bank?
The bank is going to come after them, and then they're going to be like, well, no, this guy owns my trust. And so there'll be issues. That's not an easy, I've gone through that too. So you want to, so it's if you miss 3 payments, I always say 3 payments. Richard says 2. If you miss 3 payments, then they get it back without having to foreclose on it as well.
They get all the equity, any renovation,
anything that goes on, it's all theirs.
Down payment.
So it's not the most ideal way of doing things, but it is a way to solve a problem. I've got 2 that have worked great, no problems at all. The people were great. They were thrilled. Good to go. So
this guy's just moving back to Louisiana or something like that. He just can't afford two different things.
Exactly. And for him, it's great. He's like, cool. I'm going to trust you. You're going to take care of this. We've got paperwork to back it all up.
So how long does that stay in the seller's name? Is that something that ends up getting ballooned, or how's that?
Keep in mind, the seller's name is now the trust. Okay, the trust is, and people do this all the time. I mean, I've done it with the thing I own. My building, the bank owns it. I'm still making my payments, but it's in my trust. Right. I don't know specifically. It's in my trust.
Yeah.
And so that's all that's happening is, so the bank is now dealing with the trust, which is incredibly common. It's not anything that's weird or different.
And because it's through the trust, that way that the due on sale clause can be called.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, that's where you avoid the due on sale.
So what happens with, like, is whoever's servicing the current loan going to be servicing the new thing?
What I've done is I just take over their mortgage portal. And so I log in, I put my bank account, I put everything is mine in that mortgage portal except the name we just keep the name there just to make things easy. I mean, you can go as far as to say, let's move it all into a trust and everything. That's fine too.
Okay. Well, I'm interested in doing this. Are you interested in doing that?
Not this one, because it's way too thin. I just don't think it's going to sell. And so I don't want you to waste your time on one that's not going to sell.
Okay.
Because it's super. Because I've got ones that are amazing and they don't sell. like $80,000 in equity, $100,000 in equity, and I can't find anybody to do this. And so it is tough. It is really tough.
Gotcha.
So
okay, cool, man.
For the education, 100%, go for it if you want to. I just don't think you're gonna be able to sell it. If you've got a buyer, absolutely, and talk to the buyer before.
Check to see if I can find a buyer first.
Yep, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll do
why
that,
not,
man?
Yeah, you'll hedge your bet that way.
All right, Trent. Appreciate it, bud.
Okay, bro. Take care.
All right, take it easy.
See ya. Okay, sorry, Eric, I cut you off. I know you were up before Pierce. What's going on?
Cool.
How you doing?
Good. Nice to hear you. So I'm going to just put it on the chat.
Okay.
This is a property that I'm looking at, and their mortgage was given to me yesterday, and I just want to make sure I understand it.
Okay, and send me the mortgage. Oh, there it is. Thank you, sir.
Along with their email. With their counter offer. I'm pasting it now.
Okay. Sweet. Okay. So guys, for anybody that doesn't know, this is a mortgage statement, and this is going to give you all your information. Really good news is, I'm going to blow this up so you guys can see it really well. Good news is this number right here, 3.5% is the interest rate. Excellent interest rate. Okay. The amount due each month is $3,100. Here's a cool one, and sometimes this can be huge, but you get $1,000 in escrow walking into this. I've had some that have had $11,000, and nobody really pays attention to it. Okay, here's They are past due by $1,500. So, what's going on that they're past due? The amount due is 34. So the monthly, the regular monthly is 1,500. So they're a month behind.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
that's what it looks like. Yes.
Okay, so you knew that already. So this is good. So they're a month behind, but that's not. It usually is about 3 months before the bank starts getting mad at them. So they're okay right now. So part of your deal is that you're going to be paying off this $1,500 extra. So it's a $1,500 a month payment. Okay, let's look at the property real quick. Now, as far as property goes, the rents are, does that make sense? 1,600?
That's what I got. Yeah, I got 1,500.
1,500 for rents? Okay, so the rents are basically paying the mortgage. Okay, so no cash flow. And then you got maintenance fee, management fees, and all that. The good news is you don't have to do much work on it. It's pretty much done. They're out of here, it looks like. Are these recent pictures?
I believe so. The owner said that the agent is the owner, and she said that she was suggesting to me to look at her property before making any offers on the rest that she has available.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Not bad. I mean, let's double check. When I see a tennis court, I know there's going to be an HOA. So let's see what the HOA is. Did you already find the HOA? Here it is. Okay, you're spending $240 a month in HOA fees. Okay.
Yeah, I checked the numbers and it looked like it didn't cash flow.
No.
But with her email that she sent me, which is what I put in the chat, I just wanted to know if this is like what do I do when I have this information? Do I just like keep it somewhere like where like maybe I'll look into this deal later or look for a buyer, or do I just kindly tell her, hey, look, I it doesn't look like I cash flow, so I don't think this is a deal I can move forward with.
Right. Okay. So what she wants from you right now, let's put this into Atlas. She wants a down payment of $45,000. So basically, she wants you to come in and pay out her equity. She's like, yeah, you can have my loan, but pay me all my equity. Not really the way it works, because we got to make money here too, and it's not a rental property that's going to cash flow monthly. Okay, so we can thank her and say, yeah, no, I think that's great that you think you deserve every penny of equity, but we've got closing costs, we've got other things, and I need to make a profit. And does she know you're a wholesaler or no?
No.
Okay, and she's throwing a balloon at you too, which makes no sense. Oh, you're countering? Is that her counter offer? The purchase price $220?
That is her counter offer. Yeah, and then I told her let's meet somewhere in the middle with her down payment, so we agreed to 40,000.
Okay. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, so I don't want any down payment.
We didn't agree to it. I just mentioned it.
Okay, that was part of it. Yeah. So hang on for the down payment. Outstanding balance right now is 140. Let's call it 140 plus the 3. So let's call it
140.
Yeah, let's call it 145 is fair. Okay, so there's 145 on it, and it's 195. So there's $40,000 in equity, but that gets eaten up. 10,000 of it's going away for closing costs. So now we're down to 30,000 in equity. I would offer $5,000 to take over the mortgage. There is no balloon because you're taking over this mortgage. This mortgage is already set as a 30-year mortgage, I'm pretty sure, right? And so there's no balloon here at all. Okay, because you're paying. I'm just trying to see what it is. Is it a 30? Yeah, you're paying until 2052 on this mortgage. So the 5-year balloon doesn't exist. The loan amount of 176 doesn't really fit. Okay, she's saying the 176 is that, and the yeah, she just wants way too much. So what I do in these situations is I offer nothing at all for a down payment. It's not traditional. It's not what most people do. but it's a way to make it sellable. Okay. The most I would offer is probably 10 grand as a down payment, because it doesn't cash flow, which it's not going to be an investment property for anybody. And you're paying monthly 1759 a month, and she's behind a month already too. So there's little things in here that keep on adding up. Like, well, wait a minute, I'm gonna have to come in with $3,000 there, and you want your 45,000 that you think it's worth. Let's also check real quick what the comps are. What have you found as comps? Because price increased 10,000, so that's not even work. That doesn't work for me at all. So she raised the price from 185. See, it was 185 in August, and then she brought it up. So why she would do that, I don't know. It's probably because she started at 220 and then she felt like she went down too far. So 185 is really the price in my mind, and she owes 145. So we got 30 now. 10 of it goes away for closing, so now we got 20. And you want to make some money when you sell it. So yeah, really 10 is the most that I think you could even come close to doing it. And you can blame it on the fact that this does not cash flow at all. So let's do a quick comparable properties. And I'll give you this so you can kind of tell her. I mean, hopefully it doesn't show that hers is worth as much as she thinks. Because right now, as far as I'm concerned, it's with 145. That's what she owes on it. Okay, and I'm brutal about it. It's not traditional, but if you want to sell this, you've got to have it. You got to have it cheaper for sure. Oh, LifeX good. Watch this, guys. You want to see something fun? I'm going to invite him to speak. Watch how fast it goes off. And off. At least you're consistent, Josiah. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's see what the comps are in that area. So they're pulling a lot of comps, which is good. We got 13 comps. I'm going to call this one renovated, right? It's pretty good condition. So we'll try to keep it there. Well, let's see. I don't want to get too. I mean, that you're going to need some paint inside. Nobody wants a red wall ever. In fact, nobody's going to want the color of walls that she has everything. So part of what our problem is we need to do a complete paint job. That's another 10 grand. Okay. So that's another one of your reasons for offering what you're going to offer. Okay. So here we go. Normal condition. This one is more than ours, but we'll be generous. Normal condition. This one's renovated. Renovated. So 135, 145. We're gonna pick all these. Okay. Do you see how they're kind of lining up to not be worth as much as she thinks it's worth? Here's a renovated for 215. We can leave this one out. Normal condition is about what hers is, so we're going to go with that. Renovated, I'd say we stay away from renovated. I don't like this one just because it's just way higher. And so if we're gonna make a point, let's do it in our favor. I'm gonna lose this one too. Okay, so let's go that way and get a report. And we can send over and say, hey,
Whoa.
from what I can tell, the ARV in this area is 112. Okay. And you say, here's your comps. So go do your, you know, you're not as much as you think you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm going to share this. Why is that not working?
No, that makes sense.
Isn't that funny? Yeah, it's a game that we play that, you know, we're going to do exactly the opposite. Yeah. When we try to sell it. You know what I mean? We're going to be like, hey, look at this. It's 254. It can go for so much more. And like 215 and the other one, the 202. We'll go to those. And so we'll do a comp on those as well. So this is a nice report. Let me send this to you because it'll help kind of make your point. that really coming in and taking it over the loans that they can do. Why is the report's not working? Sorry, I thought there was a link. Chat session ID is required to share this report. I don't know what that is. Stand by just 1 second. Okay, so let me see if there's another way to download the full report. There we go. I'll put that.
Cool.
in the
I'll
chat for
I'll
you.
talk to her today.
Yeah, and just I mean, just be hey, and you can say like, hey, I spent $50 to get a comp report, and this is what they came back. So the ARV is 112 in your area. And
Would
these
you
are
still
like
offer the 10K?
I wouldn't even offer 10K at this point because look at this. I mean, this supports everything you're saying. But check this out. Sales date 2025, 2024, 2025, 2025, 2020. Like, hey, these are actual sales prices of places in your area, and this is what it comes up with. So go for it and see what happens. That makes it sellable because then we're going to go the other direction when we try to sell it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to say, hey, check out the comps. We're not going to use that one. We will not use that one.
Yeah, I get it. You're gonna go for the better, to make your point better, like the
Exactly.
215, the renovated ones. After you put some renovations into like the 10K paint job or something.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're up to 160, and that was with the good ones. It only went to 160. So there's really not a whole lot of meat on this bone for you. And that was
Yeah.
that was the best. That was as high as I could make it. I mean, I couldn't even get it high. See, I mean, if we take this one out, let's see if that helps. Yeah, 165. Okay, so yeah, you got to tell her like it's not worth what you think it's worth, and I've got to paint it, and I've got to do. You don't have to paint it, but that's not the point. We're just letting her know that you do. You know, anybody that comes in here is going to have to paint this if they don't like this color wall. Because it's a very specific color, like this green. Blech.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, cool, Trent. Thank you so much for your time.
Sure, yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's a lot of just, making arguments. But again, don't waste too much time with this. Offer it to her, give her a month. And when it doesn't sell and she's got somebody that will come in and take over her mortgage, she's going to be pretty happy. Tell her that you can beat her up on that a tiny bit. Just be like, hey, you said your loan amount's 176, but you're asking for a 5-year balloon. It's a 30-year loan. It's due. We even have the due date. It's in 2052.
Mhm.
So just, beat her up a little bit. Be gentle with it. Be polite. But
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
Always be polite. Cool. Thank you,
Always
Trent.
be. Yeah. No. Absolutely. And
All right,
here's
Trent.
another cool thing to do. What I've done. Again, this is a chat GTP deal. Is I went into the chat and I created a chat by downloading. Have you ever heard of the book "Never Split the Difference" by Chris Voss?
No, but now I did. Yeah.
So what I did is I created a chat, and you can do this if you've got ChatGTP 5, and you just have to pay for the monthly. It's like $20. But like what I would do is I would take all this right here. I'll take what she offered and everything. You can put it into the chat. Okay, so I'll put this into the chat, and then I'll also add. I need a good way to negotiate with this woman. She feels like her property is worth way more than what it's worth. I want to come in and take over her mortgage and not give her any kind of a down payment. She's a little bit delusional, thinking that her house is worth more than what it is. How can I politely suggest to come in and take over her mortgage, paying her nothing, but relieving her of that debt? Okay, so I'll put that there with all the info that you gave me. See, her purchase price is 220. That's not even right. Right? Because it should be 185.
Yeah, I guess because at first there was a creative finance deal, so she was like, I appreciate the offer over asking, and that's what the buy box cartel offer was, 220.
Oh, Buy Box Cartel did this to you.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So let's just see what it says, because what Chris Voss, his whole point is he was an FBI negotiator that had to negotiate the release of hostages, and so he could never split the difference. He couldn't say, okay, well, go ahead and kill 3 of them, and then give me the other 4, and we're good to go. And so he has a really cool his book, and we'll put it in. It's in resources. It's called Never Split the Difference. You can get it there.
Mm-hmm.
But this will give you a whole breakdown of how you can return, how you can renegotiate with her. And I'll send this to you real quick. But it just gives you nice, like, after asking the questions, shut up, silences brushes her to justify her position and possibly concede. So it's kind of cool. It gives you I'll put this in the chat for you guys. But it's a great way that when you're doing something and you need help, it will give you, it's like better in a script because it's tailor-made for what you need. And it's going to give you a word for word conversation flow too. I'll throw that in there too.
Nice.
Yeah, if you're not using chat for almost everything you do, it's crazy. Because this is, how am I supposed to put $44,000 down when the real issue is the monthly burden of the loan? And I would add to this, because this house for an investor does not cash flow.
Yeah,
Okay?
I highlighted that. I have to emphasize that it does not cash flow.
It not only does not cash flow, it loses about $300 a month. Okay? So that's a really important part of this, is like, hey, I'm not even making any money. I'm banking on equity. And so that's the only place I can make money here. There's the other second part of it. So it gives you a word for word conversation flow.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Okay, it's a lot of information, but I mean, it's.
No, I understood everything. Thank you.
Oh, good. Okay, it's a lot. I mean, it's a good education too. So that's really good. All right, bro.
Okay.
Good job.
All right, thank you so much. I'll
Have
catch
fun
you
with
next
it. Okay, later. Mr. Saint, what is going on?
Hey Trent, I sent you an address. I think I'm gonna have to reactivate my Atlas. I thought I was good without it, but I can't live without it apparently.
That's amazing. I love that. It's so funny because the creator, what's his name slipped my mind. Badouche put out a TikTok that says, "There's nothing I hate more than when we're updating and I can't get on Atlas. I just go home because I can't. There's nothing I can do." And it's so true. It's so true. Okay, what is this? 105, and it's 816 and 1860. So it's a duplex.
Right.
Right.
So it's a 2-1. Both rented out. HUD.
Okay.
HUD is not paying the extra $25. So it's renting out for $1,200 currently.
No, 1,200 each side?
No, 1,200.
600 per.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was very candid with me. She's a new realtor, first year. So she told me everything. She was like, hey, it probably needs a new roof. I haven't gone there and checked it out because I listed so long ago. And today I've gotten so many calls on this property after so long that I'm just, kind of shocked that it's panning out this way. And I told her, look, I don't want to be competing with anyone else. So let me know, where you're at with this one. And she was just basically saying that one lady was looking to do an FHA but she wouldn't be qualified for it. She was trying to explain that to her. She wanted to rent out the other side and live in one side, and use that as an investment property. She was trying to explain to her that FHA just won't allow that.
Okay.
All that jazz, and she just kept on going. So I just let her talk.
Good. That's a good skill to have. A lot of people don't have it.
The investor, which is a woman, she is wanting to get rid of it because she has she doesn't live in the state. She's far. She just had 2 babies.
Oh, geez.
So she just doesn't have time for the property as much as she'd like. So she was losing money on one side for, she just said, a really long time. Quite sure what that means.
Okay.
And she bought the home with a loan. So she says she's in debt with the loan. But now it'd be a great time to list it, she was telling her, because the other side fulfilled with a HUD tenant, and she's not making enough cash flow. So I said, yeah, it doesn't cash flow, like right off the bat. And she was like, yeah, not her, but it does cash flow. So she actually knows a little bit about what she's talking about, only because she's been a property manager for like 8 years.
Okay, so she knows what's up.
Yeah,
I can't pull it up on Atlas for some reason.
Neither could I, but I brought it up on Zillow. My buddy was trying to pull it up for me on Atlas, and I'm just like, you know what? Let me just pull it up on Zillow.
Okay, so let's look at it real quick. Yeah, I mean, just knowing what we already know, 1,200 on a 105 is, you're going to cash flow. So what are you planning on offering? Do we know it's how much she owes?
Oh, PropWire is not picking it up.
So let's get a mortgage statement from the realtor. I think that's the way to go here.
She even told me, because I'm so far, let her know she'll walk the property for me.
Great.
Give me a real update on the condition of the property before I make an offer.
Good. Yeah, have her do a video walkthrough if you can, because that way you can use it when you're selling it too. Jeez Louise, nothing comes up. Okay, so you have to get a mortgage statement from her. That's going to be the main thing. This has got great possibilities. You know that. I mean, it's not even a question. Looks fine inside. Yeah, it's very
Took
simple.
away the dash, to be honest with you. I just put it at 816 Street.
You did a dash?
No, without it. Dash.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's these usually if you can get it on Zillow, then I just copy and paste the Zillow. No love. No, I'm not getting it anywhere. Yeah, ask him for a mortgage statement anyhow, because you want to know what the mortgage is. If you can take over the mortgage, that's great too. But yeah, this is a great deal. Not even a question. I mean, we really don't even have to look at it because we know at 1,200, it's going to cash flow at least $200 a month.
I was thinking about offering like 75.
Yeah, absolutely. And blame it on the landscaping too.
The roof might need repair.
Oh, and the roof, yeah. Those are both, like, the roof and the landscaping's like $30,000, no problem. Yeah, go 60 or 65 just to start. But if you can see
Okay.
what she owes, that's going to help a ton. Good. Well done, sir.
Okay, and then do this as a what though? Do this as a
We're not sure
hybrid,
until we
like-
see the mortgage. Yeah, until we see the mortgage, we don't want to know if you're doing it as a mortgage. More than likely, you're giving her nothing as a down payment. So that's what we like to do if we can. So yeah, once we see the mortgage statement, then we can make a better decision.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, bro. Good job.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, cool. That puts us right up till 10 o'clock. Good job, you guys. Good stuff today. You guys are on fire. It's really important. Oh, who's got their hand up? Eric, come on back. Oh wait, no, this is Eric Banks. We haven't seen Eric in a while. What's going on?
Yeah, I've been kind of busy with some family stuff. Had to take a step back for a little while, unfortunately,
Okay.
but I'm getting back to it.
Good.
Yeah, so I just wanted to ask real quick. I have a package up in Milwaukee, and they said that they want somebody to walk through it before like sending an offer.
Yeah.
Is there a way to ask to go like around that, or should
No,
I,
no,
like,
we can actually do it now. I've got a company that I'm working with. We're just starting a relationship, and so I've got to make it solid and make sure they're good. But they organize people. It's a boots on the ground kind of a thing where they'll organize somebody to go up there for like, $80, $100. And they'll even take pictures and do a video walkthrough for you as well. So
okay.
not a bad deal if you know it's a good deal. And so I'd only do these walkthroughs and these boots on the ground once you know it's an amazing deal.
Okay.
So anybody that tells you, oh, you got to come look at it before you make any offers, or you got to, just say, well, I need to know more about the property, the financials on the property before I even send somebody to go look at it. Okay.
Okay. Sounds easy enough. All right. I'll be back in here more often. But the other Eric,
Welcome back.
to fix his name. I don't like that.
Say it again.
The other Eric needs to fix his name. It's not.
Yeah, that's wrong. I apologize. I mean, there should only be one Eric,
Exactly.
and it's probably going to be him. So,
Oh, interesting.
well, you bailed, and so.
I didn't bail. I'm back.
Okay, welcome
I
back.
had a nosedive, and then I had to find my way to flop around for a little bit.
Everything okay with your family? Hopefully.
Yeah, I had a great uncle who wasn't feeling too well, but
Oh shoot, is he feeling great now?
I don't know about great, but he's maintaining.
Okay, well,
Oh.
good. Hey, you want to see something funny real quick? Life is Good is somebody that we're picking on a little bit because he's a good dude. His name's Josiah. He does not want to come up on stage and talk to me, but we're going to wear him down. We're going to make it so painful to not come on stage that he will one day. So watch, I'm going to invite him on stage. Watch how fast his light goes off. On, off. He is not about it. But it's taking a little longer. It takes longer for him.
Yeah, he's thinking about it now.
Yeah, so I think if we get everybody off, if we get everybody to talk him into it, we're gonna reveal him soon. Good guy, 31 years old. He's almost through his law degree. Like he is solid. He just needs to give himself a little bit more credit and come up on stage. There we go. Oh, that one lasted way longer. So we're busting through. He's gonna come up soon. He's here to learn, and so we're just. I mean, the more important than learning is getting some support. So we'll help him out for sure. All right, Eric. Well, good to have you back. I'm sorry about your uncle. I hope he does all right. And I think we're done for today.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
Okay, but take it easy. All right, guys. That's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. And Josiah's going to come on stage tomorrow, so be here for it. It's going to be amazing. Here, well, let's see it. Let's one last time. Let's give him a chance. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. All righty, guys. You're awesome. Let's just keep this going. I'm still trying to get 20 deals this week, so I've got to get on the phones. So I'm out of here. Take it easy, you guys. Have a great day.